All right. Happy Aloha Wednesday, everyone. Since the next 2 days are um, days off for a lot of people, it's Aloha Friday / Wednesday. So, as I mentioned earlier, as I was welcoming everyone to the call, today is one of the most busiest travel days of the year. I know people are also busy in their preparations for one of my most favorite holidays of the year, Thanksgiving, where we do more eating than thanking people, but nonetheless, um, it is a day of thanks and thankfulness. And so the fact that each and every one of you are on this call, being where you need to be to enhance your business, both myself, our CEO, David Brown, who is on the call, we welcome you and thank you. We appreciate all your efforts, and it never goes unnoticed. We always talk about each and every one of you, and we're thankful for you. So during this holiday season of giving thanks, my first thanks for the day here on Wednesday going into tomorrow for our Thanksgiving is to each and every one of you, and also to those in your groups that are not able to be on this call, but there are in our hearts and in our mind. And so please let everyone know that we appreciate all of their hard work, and especially each and every one of your hard work as well. Um, Angie will not be joining us today, as well as Ryan Thompson. As I mentioned, this is the most busiest travel day of the year. And so they're either traveling or working towards their destination where they're going to be. So I just wanted to excuse them from this call. And so myself and our CEO, David Brown, whether you like it or not, will be hosting the call today. And so I will start by taking Angie's role here and sharing the announcements. Um, Here we go. So before we start, just wanted to let everyone know every week that our communication channels are open. We text people, we post images, the latest updates, promotions that we have on our Instagram page, our Facebook, and also that these recorded calls, we're going to be updating this communication channel by the next time, but also our YouTube page. That's where all of these recorded calls are and will be. So if you miss a call, or if you're busy on one of the nights that we do have a call, don't worry. It'll take at least 24 to 48 hours before we upload it to our YouTube channel. You get to rewatch it and get all of the information there as well. For this month, if you guys have not heard, it is our 5th-year anniversary in Mexico, in that market. And so to commemorate that achievement, that stellar achievement, because of each and every one of your hard work, we created a limited time only 5th-year anniversary label for not only genomics, but also for Link and Optimin as well. And so there was a pack that was introduced the beginning of the month that we ran for 2 weeks from the 1st to the 15th. So those who bought that pack will have the 5th anniversary label, Genomics, Link, and Optimin. If you missed that, don't worry. You still get to get a 5th-year anniversary label of our genomics from now to the ending of the month. You still have time. All you need to do is make a minimum purchase of 200 PV, and you will receive a free bottle of our special edition genomics bottle. So let each and every one of your teams know it's a great decoration in your kitchen or wherever you go. It's a good talking point because 5 years of this company being in existence in Mexico and 3 to 4 years in other countries is a huge deal. As we talked about last week on our calls, a lot of companies last one, the average probably lasts less than 3 years. And so the fact that we're on our way 5 years and counting and going strong, it's definitely an achievement, and it's all of your hard work. As our meeting schedule goes along, every first and third Tuesday of the month, at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. We have our testimonial call and our newcomers call every Wednesday at this time. We have our corporate English speaking US update calls, and every second Saturday of the month, we have our active schools. So mark these down in your calendars. We may or may not have a fifth Tuesday call next week. If we do, we will let you know early enough, and it's usually a training call where Angie goes into the back office and trains people how to use the back office, how to navigate it, also how to navigate the Actives app as well. And so depending on the schedules, knowing that this is the weekend holiday, we will update you on that call. But if not, the week after that will be our first Tuesday. And so be ready for that December 1st Tuesday, because those will be our testimonial calls. And we will let you know next week who our special guests will be. So with that being said, I think everyone remember this quote that I shared at the beginning of the month, which is our theme for this month. We talked about getting out of your comfort zone, about inviting and presenting last month as well. But this month, we talked about having the discipline in order to change your life. We don't need motivation. We don't need inspiration. Those are great things to get us going, but that doesn't change our behavior, right? As this quote pointed out, if you have a fool and if he, becomes motivated, all you have is a motivated fool. And so in order for people to change, they need the discipline to look at something in their life, in their habits, in their daily routines, weekly routines, or even monthly routines, that if you just change something, your life will change, especially as it relates to active. Maybe making a call on a Friday that you never did before, whether it's presenting to somebody that you haven't, or reaching out to somebody, those things will change. And so I wanted to actually turn the floor over to anyone, whether it's through text or take yourself on mute. If from the beginning of this month till today, if you made a change in your monthly routine, your daily routine, or your weekly routine, would love to hear, one, what that change was, and secondly, what kind of results have you seen from that? Anybody want to share anything? Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Everybody speak at the same time. Take turns.
Don't worry.
I can go. I did something.
Okay.
I did something interesting. I usually could go to networking groups the majority of the time, and this time I was a vendor and a movie theater. And guess what movie we're gonna watch? The Black Panther. So that was 2 hours and a half. And then I didn't do it only the first show. That was 2 shows, and I was invited to the 2 of them, and I was thinking that was just only one. So I was at the theaters from 10:30 to 5 p.m. So that was something new. But in the first 30, that was 71 people, and they give me the opportunity to talk to those people about actors. And something that the person that invited me told me does say that he's congratulating me because he saw that I was able to move with my speech to those 71 people, say that they connect with you. And something that I did different was to speak and take pause before I was like blah, 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 and I gave all the message. And this time I take my time to be able to speak better English And I was able to grab the attention of the 71 people. And at the end, I was having the names, writing down and grabbing my business cards. So that was something new and changing how I delivered the message, taking more time and take more pauses to get the message. So that was different.
That's amazing. That's awesome. I think a lot of us don't realize, I know myself, whether I'm speaking English or Japanese, how of a habit, you know, I may have of saying the same words or in between my pauses, or especially when I get excited. Everyone knows here in Hawaii, especially when I coaching football, when I get excited, my voice just goes up 2 octaves. And so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, if we take the discipline to say, okay, is that a distracting thing? Is that, you know, something that I can maybe change to then, like you said, Coco, get their attention, right? To change the delivery method up so people start to listen more, saying, oh, something's different, therefore the message is different, or they're emphasizing something else, you know, that could grab attention. So that's awesome that you made that change, that discipline, even if it's just for one time, because then it goes back to what we first started, you know, when we made themes for this month, was getting out of your comfort zone. That probably felt maybe a little awkward, you know, by speaking slower than you usually do. But at the end of the day, you know, by making these changes, you just got 71 people's attention, and you got people to comment on you. So that is amazing. Good job. Anybody else want to share anything?
Yeah, I was able to take the opportunity to do some training when I wasn't prepared, or I thought I wasn't prepared, and was able to get out of my comfort zone. Normally it takes me a few hours to prepare myself, and I was at a drop of a hat, ready on the go, and didn't back down. So that was pretty cool.
That is cool. Thank you for sharing, Colleen. Yes, sometimes we don't know when we're going to share or who we're going to share with or whatever, and we might feel inadequate or unprepared, but I can tell you that by attending these calls, by listening to David's and Ryan's you know, messages, updates from Angie, you know, we can share and you know, reference those things. And so that can help too. So thank you, Colleen, for sharing and getting out of your comfort zone. That is amazing. Good job. Okay, I'll give one last chance to anyone if they want to share anything.
If there's a chance, I would like to share because I'm about to cross the bridge. Noemi,
all right,
here in El Paso. Hi.
Yes.
I really liked your challenge. It's like a challenge in a specific way, targeted in a specific time. Thank you very much. But I think it's an everyday attitude that we have, that we want to discipline ourselves. But I did wanted to practice your challenge. And 2 things. First, going to bed early, really not going after 10. And I did manage to be, as soon as my body tells me 9:30, 10 at the latest. And it's a small thing and maybe not very important, but to me it is, because I have to wake up very early in the morning to start the family errands and job. And I've been very good at it. And the second one, starting my and our own trainings. It was very successful in the business. It was one thing that I was not, thanks to going to bed early and being more awake during the day and being more alert with a good night rest. You become more efficient. So we started yesterday our local trainings, and it was a success. So thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing. Wow, the discipline to go to sleep every night by 10 p.m. That is great. And then starting your training, I mean, sometimes it might be hard. Making a change requires discipline, because sometimes that change is very hard. And if you're not disciplined to continue doing that, then you won't be able to see the results. And so by you sleeping early, I know probably it was hard the first couple of nights to create a schedule to sleep, but I think your body is telling you, thank you so much, because now when I wake up, I feel better. You know, so those changes and the discipline to stay with it is amazing. As I shared my message or my change that I did, before I told everyone that I stopped drinking soda during the week, and I would reward myself if I did it on the weekend. I can tell you that it was hard, Noemi. It was so hard, you know, like if you create a, you know, sleeping by 10 p.m., it was hard, but my body thanked itself for it. And I feel way better by just making that change, but it did require discipline. So that is great. Good luck on your training. I know it's going to be very successful and continue to be successful as you do it. So thank you for sharing that. All right. Anyone else?
Thank you guys.
Thank you. And have a great Thanksgiving weekend too, as you're driving to your destination.
I'd like to share something.
Go ahead, Susanna.
I'm getting definitely out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to make some new content for social media. It's a big challenge for me, but I want to do it. And I'm sure I'm going to get the attention from many, many people, many new people. So I'm starting that.
All right, that's amazing. Well, good luck with your new content on social media when you do it, and please share with us. Share what you're going to be sharing, and then also let us know how it goes. We would look forward to hearing back from you in the next, you know, call or a couple of weeks. So keep us apprised of that, and good luck to that.
Thank you, Sue.
Yes, if you need any help, feel free to reach out to David. He'll help
you. I'll call you, David.
Yeah.
I'll be obedient to Sue. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, let us know how it goes. That would be amazing.
Sure, I will. Thank you.
Kathleen, did you want to say something, or I saw you coming off mute? Okay. Well, if not, thank you everyone for sharing. We will. Oh, Claudia, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm so excited to listen to Noemi and Susana. Like hearts make me so happy. But let me tell you that this month was a challenge for me because I say to myself that I'm gonna lose weight with Ido, and I actually announced it on my social media. I think it was October 25th, and this week is going to be 1 month, and I did lose weight. So I did a big change there. Stop eating too much carbohydrates, and it's been working. And also I stopped eating from 7 and I start eating at 12. I don't know, fasting, that's how you guys call it. I start fasting and put that to God, and he's been helping me because I love my ice cream at night and my little walking through the night and look for something sweet. I like that so much. Or when I watch a movie with my husband, I like to be eating something. So I'm so glad that this month I've been so strong on that, because I've been seeing more in my body. I've been noticed the change, but also in my mood, the products were better. I noticed that Ido make you be more alert, and also Trifecta help you, most of it link, let you go very well every day to your stools that you need in the day. And I'm excited and happy about that. So very, very happy. But listen to Noemi and Susana, I feel already with a big change in the business. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you for sharing, Claudia.
I love you, Claudia, and love you, Susie.
Yes, thank you. Great words, and
my
good
two
luck
leaders
with that. With all your challenges that you're doing in your life, the changes that you're doing, continue to be disciplined in that. And as each and every one of those that shared, you know,
you pee on my
Coco,
floor,
Colleen,
you're going in
Noemi,
your kennel.
Claudia, Susanna, you guys all are seeing results because of the discipline that you have and made changes in your life. And so it will only get better. And so for those that are looking for a change, it doesn't have to be something big. It could be, you know, something small, you know, like myself, not drinking soda, sleeping on time at by 10 p.m., you know, just a change in your schedule, by sharing when you don't think you're prepared or whatever. Just one change or any change is good. So that's awesome. Griselda, you wanted to share something? See a hand up? Where did you go?
I don't find the unmute here.
There you
Hello,
go.
everybody. I don't want to say, but I need to say again. I'm pushing myself to do, to make my bed every morning as a discipline, because it's something I don't like to be inside my room at 12 and see the bed and forgot the bed. So it's terrible. So making my bed, making exercise without excuse, and even feel bad if I don't do it. So if I have things to do in the morning, I cannot do it really early, I don't change. I'm gonna stay this way until I do my exercise and dress for the sports, and I need to do it. Second thing, the other way to Noemi, Susie, and Claudia, and try to be in the media, but they know I'm doing very reels as a joking and all that. So my goal is to do it related to epigenetics, like more serious, talking about the business, you know? Yeah, that costs me a lot because I'm joke all the time. So I need to be serious at least 3 minutes for the reel, and I'm doing that. I post 3 of them already, and I get response of people. I'm very, very happy for that. And this is what I'm doing right now. The same as Claudia, try to not eat sugar, papas fritas, so the curly fries and that kind. So I don't even see them anymore. So at least until I get in my goals. And if you don't see me in my goal, don't talk to me, guys. Thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Griselda. Oh, you always bring a smile to me. I love the energy, your passion. And that's the thing, is we can still share our passion and our energy, whether we're serious or we're, you know, funny and joking. So I'm glad that you're changing it up. That's awesome. And then the response that you probably got from it, everybody, you know, was like, whoa, she's serious now. You know, that's awesome.
Yes.
I know it takes discipline not to joke around, because that's what a lot of, you know, people say. I joke around too much as well. And so it's hard not to say a joke when in my mind, I already know what I want to say back to them in response. And, you know, so I got to refrain myself from it. But, oh, that's amazing. That's good. Good for you.
Thank you, Stuart. Arigato.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing. Love it.
I think we have Maribel.
Yes. Oh, yes. Go ahead, Maribel. Yes.
Well, let me tell you this. This weekend, wow, I need to share this with you because I made a decision after we work, I think, almost 40 hours together between Saturday and Sunday. And we want to sell our business, and we want to be focused and actives. It is a huge decision for me, but I need to do it because I know I can do better with actives, and I don't want to work the way that I'm working with 3 hours of sleep between those 2 days. And I see my husband suffering. I see myself. I see my daughter. I see my son-in-law. And I told them, this is over. We deserve better. And I want to share with you because I still feel emotional because I took yesterday the decision and it was a very hard decision for me, but I want a better life for me, for my family.
Thank you so much for sharing. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I know just by sharing that, just with us here on the call and with the team, definitely took courage. And then the courage to sell your business, the decision that you, your husband, and your family together made is not easy, or probably wasn't easy. But with change and having the discipline to change, I know that you'll have a better life. And you have everyone on this call and the thousands of active distributors are all your family members as well. We will help you be successful. You need anything, David, myself, everyone here on this call, we love you, Maribel. Reach out to us. Leverage, as Noemi, I still cannot forget what she told me when we were prepping for that call or that event in July, by leveraging those that are in this business, and by leveraging everybody's talents, skill sets, you can utilize that for your success. And that's what's so great about network marketing and direct selling. And then more importantly, with the people that we have here at Actives that make it even that much special. So we wish you the best. We know that you're going to be successful, and we love you. We love your family. We love your husband. We pray for his health, the success that you will start to see going forward. So thank you for sharing that. That was amazing. I get a chicken skin. I'm goosebumps when you were talking. So man, wow. Thank you for sharing. Awesome. Well, is there anyone else? Anyone going once, twice? But thank you all for sharing, the courage to share today. I love it. I know sometimes we speak too much, whether it's myself, David, Ryan, or whatever. So it was great to hear from you today. And you are the lifeline of our company, our biggest asset. So thank you, everyone, for sharing. And so with that, I will turn the time over to our CEO, David Brown.
Thanks, Stu. I'm not sure I should. He just told me that sometimes I talk too much. And so maybe I just better not say anything today, but I don't know that I could say anything to add really too much to what's already been said. You know, look at the numbers today of people who are on the call, and I feel bad for those who are not on because they missed some really important things. You know, some people might ask, well, why do we have weekly calls? Why do we have events where we get together? And I know sometimes it's, you know, people think, well, I'm going to get that one pearl of wisdom that's going to help me with my business. But sometimes we don't recognize the pearl. And there are lots of pearls today. One of those, you know, a couple of them had nothing to, might seem like they had nothing to do with actually building your business. But in reality, they do. Where Noemi decided, okay, I want to set a goal and I want to achieve it. You know, Actives is all about activating different aspects of our lives and improving, right? So by setting that goal and achieving what she wanted to, now she's not only that you get confident and you feel better when you do something that you say you're going to do, but also it's having benefits in all aspects of her life, including Actives. When Claudia talks about, you know, intermittent fasting, you ask, what does that have to do with Actives? Well, you know, really, if you have better health and you're feeling better about yourself and you feel like you want to share something, doesn't that just make it easier to reach out to others? If you've got a little victory under your belt, you know, when Colleen was talking about, you know, feeling like she wasn't prepared, that reminded me that, you know, there really are no magic words. There's no perfect way to present. There's no best way to do this or best way to do that. The best way is simply to do it and let people know that you're interested in them and that you want something, if there's something you can do to help improve their lives, whether it be with Actives, with our products, with our business opportunity, or just by being their friend, you want to do that. And then Coco, of course, showed one more chapter in her book of courage in doing something that is not easy to do by getting in front of 70 people. And same thing with Susanna and Griselda doing things like on social media that just aren't easy to do. but will undoubtedly pay off. And so, you know, I just love that. It's great. I just feel bad that so many people chose not to get on today. I know it's a busy time, but I hope that I hope these stories will go out and people will say, listen, it's not an accident that some of the people who are having the most success and who are the busiest do take the time out to be on these calls. And Maribel, it's amazing. You know, you're one of my heroes as well. You built you immigrated to the United States, you built a successful business, have a successful family, and now you're doing something, you know, with actives that you've been successful also. All of those things are really, you know, admirable, but to decide to take a right turn and follow a path that is maybe not what you expected to do 5 years ago or 3 years ago, who knows? But, you know, it's really interesting. I tell people all the time that when it comes to taking your products and really anything regarding their health, they should really pay attention to how their body feels and respond accordingly. Well, you know, that's not just true physically, but it's true mentally and spiritually as well. If you feel a prompting, if you feel like an idea coming, if you feel like, you know, I really should do this, you know, do it. That's, you know, whether you want to call that inspiration, whether you want to call that your gut instinct and Link is really helping you to get it or whatever it is, you know, most of the time, if you follow that instinct, just like you listen to your body in terms of what to do physically, listen to those promptings and do it. Even if it seems hard, I guarantee you that there will be a payoff. You know, and sometimes those payoffs don't come all the time. When we were in Mexico City, we heard Dr. Brooks Hybertson talk about a little bit of the history of NRF2 and talking about Dr. McCord. You know, Dr. McCord's 77 years old and he still spends, you know, almost every day doing research on NRF2 and oxidative stress and things like that. He doesn't have breakthroughs every single day. He doesn't learn something life-changing and world-changing every single day, but that's okay. He knows that by building and by having that discipline that Stu talked about every single day, that now he increases the chances of discovering something new. And that if he takes a day off or a week off or a month off, he will have missed some time in helping to achieve his goal. Now, I think as we approach Thanksgiving, you know, Thanksgiving is the perfect holiday for the trifecta, right? Absolutely the best, okay? Especially, you know, in the United States where people are celebrating Thanksgiving and around the world, one of the traditions is starting out and getting people who wish to relive their high school glory days or wannabe days, and they play in the turkey bowl. They get out and play football with their kids, and they usually end up getting hurt, and so they need Optimend to make them feel better, right? So Optimend is great. We end up, do you know what one of the biggest producers of oxidative stress is in our bodies, right? Eating. And so if we eat a lot, we're going to need genomics. And by the same token, sometimes we eat a little bit too much. And so we better get Link to help make sure that our GI system is functioning correctly. And that when we start talking about bowl games, we're talking about football and not something else. Some of you will get that after this call's over. But anyway, and Aaron's like, David, I can't believe you just said that. Sorry, Aaron. But I knew you'd be able to appreciate it, bud. But I want everybody to know really, at the end of the day, we really are thankful for all of you. 5 years into this project, you might say, wow, how long can you call yourself a startup if you're now 5 years old? Well, you know, it's been an interesting journey, hasn't it? It hasn't been this even journey. There's been COVID. There's been all types of stuff that have kind of like boulders in the path that we've had to get over. And so we're still young, but really we are in better shape than we've ever been. We had one of our best months ever last month, and guess what? We are miles ahead of that this month. So keep up that great work, which just means you're reaching out and finding new ways to contact the people. You're spreading your net and your influence in increasingly different ways. And by the same token, you know, 5 years from now, you'll look back on some of these things and say, wow, I can't believe that doing this or doing that used to frighten me so much. It's not that big of a deal. And what happened? Did the nature of the task get easier? No, not at all. Your ability got better. You got stronger. You got better. And that's really what happens every single day. So if it doesn't happen in an instant, don't get down on yourself. Stu and I were just talking yesterday. He's going to be heading to Japan next month. And you know, really, we're basically going to have to relaunch Japan. Okay. Japan, we still have people over there, but you know, the government didn't allow us over there for over 3 years. And so it was really hard to maintain a business when you really couldn't have face-to-face. You couldn't do a lot of things over there really necessary to get it going. And that's okay. The people that have remained are still excited. They didn't accomplish as much as they wanted to when they joined us 3 or 4 years ago, but they look at it as a brand new start, a brand new beginning. And I love that, because that's something that we can, all of us, do every day. If we haven't achieved in any aspect of our life everything that we want to, guess what? It's not too late. It is not too late to accomplish what you want to in anything. Seriously. Okay, it might be too late for me to become a professional basketball player. Okay, so that one I'm going to have to write off my list. But a lot of other things are still open to me, and they're still open to you. And I just want you to know that the only thing that will ultimately stop us is ourselves. And so we want you to know that on this Thanksgiving holiday, we are indeed thankful for you. You really are the best part of Actives, and we hope all the best for you and your family as you celebrate together, as you love and cherish and show appreciation and gratitude, that spirit of gratitude permeates you and your family throughout this whole week and through this holiday period. So thanks, everybody. And Stu, back to you, bud.
Awesome. Thank you, David, so much for those wonderful words of encouragement. And I echo what you have to say, is that we thank those that on this call, because as David pointed out, you know, you could be doing something else as a lot of the other people are doing, but the fact that you're here is exactly the reason why David and myself are here, because we love hearing from you, we love seeing you, and we love helping you achieve your goals to be successful. So before I spin the wheel of names, I was told by a little bird that someone on this call recently signed up under a doctor, and she has a great story about perseverance. On this call, she's listed as Lulu Botello, but I think her name is Lourdes. How do you say that, Claudia?
Yes, Lourdes Botello.
Lourdes Botello, yes.
But I think she received a phone call and she just disconnects right now.
Okay.
But I told her that you're gonna call her. And she said, oh, no, maybe she's on the waiting list right there.
Yeah, no, she just went back.
She's right there. She's right there. We're talking about you, Lulu. Let's see if she opened. But I'm gonna translate for her.
Okay, that would be awesome, because we would love to hear
how it sounds. How it sounds.
Hola. Hi, everybody.
Go ahead, Lulu. Dale, Lulu.
Les platico del doctor que me contactó.
I'm going to tell you about the doctor that contacted me.
Bueno, el domingo me contactó el doctor Giovanni, se llama.
On Sunday, Dr. Giovanni contacted me.
Porque él fue a una conferencia donde el expositor hablaba sobre cómo activar el NRF2.
Because he went to a conference with the speaker was talking about how to activate NRF2.
Y bueno, y él en su búsqueda encontró
Actives. Found Actives.
Y bueno, y él buscaba una persona que distribuyera el producto de Actives y bueno, me encontró a mí. Aquí en Dallas.
A person that distribute Actives, and then he found Lulu and signed up right away.
Y el lunes fui, hice una cita con él, estuve la cita el lunes con él y bueno, él realmente no quiso nada de información sobre el producto porque él ya lo había estudiado, ya había estudiado todo lo que era de Actives.
Monday, she had an appointment with him and we're talking about Actives. He said, no, don't tell me anything about the products. I already study everything. So he signed up, Lulu.
Sí, porque él solamente quiere tratarlo con sus pacientes. Él dice que él tiene más de 35,000 pacientes y bueno, pues él quiere ver el resultado.
He want to try with his patients. He has more than 35,000 patients, so he want to see the results. But le voy a agregar lo que me platicaste. But Lulu was saying that the doctor tell him that he doesn't understand how come that butyric acid doesn't smell and doesn't have a bad taste. And I remember ALSCAP school, the day of the school day, he told us why he didn't have a smell and a bad taste. And I tell her, let me find out that meeting and I'm gonna send it to you. So Sandra sent it to me because I couldn't find it on the YouTube channel. So I sent it through the group. And I don't know what happened. Did you send it to her, Lulu? ¿Se lo mandaste?
Sí, ayer se lo mandé. Ayer le hablé, pero estuvo muy ocupado. Me dijo que lo iba a checar. Hoy no he hablado con él, pero sí dijo que lo iba a mirar.
So yesterday she sent it to him and is gonna check it out. But I'm very sure he's gonna be like, oh my God, absolutely. Because it was an amazing school day. And you know what? Lulu almost quit, right, Susana? She was like, no, I'm not good at these. I'm really bad. She's been with us since the beginning, 5 years ago. She reached the rank A4, right? And then with a very successful business partner that she had under her, but he ended up leaving. So she was continue, you know, clicking the, oh my God, when? So almost like this close to say, that's it, no more. But her and her sister had a beautiful story, and with the beautiful testimonial of her sister, ¿verdad? Tienes un buen testimonio de tu hermana. Her sister had cancer. Platícales tú, Lulu, yo te traduzco.
Sí, pues ella ha pasado por el lupus, tú sabes, el lupus, cáncer, fibromialgia, ¿qué más? Le detectaron también el síndrome de Crohn, no, de síndrome de Sjögren, síndrome de Sjögren.
Syndrome, lupus, cancer. Yes, many things, but she's been very good with the trifecta.
Sí, acaba de pasar por el trasplante de córnea, que el doctor se quedó muy asombrado porque su proceso va muy, muy bien, mejor que lo que él esperaba.
And she just had a surgery in her eye, a transplant of a cornea, and the doctor told her that the response of her, the surgery, it was better than what he was expecting. So yes, I don't know if you want to add something, Susana. I know you want to say more about it because this has been a beautiful story from Lulu.
You've said everything. Thank you, Claudia, and thank you, Lulu, for not giving up. Yes. You're amazing, and I know you're getting to the top now.
Sí. Yes. So we wanted to share it, or at least I wanted to share, because when she called me and tell me that, I was jumping all over my bed. I'm like, I told you, never give up. You never know when the good one is coming. So it's a good learning from all of us to keep going. Don't think because you're not growing right now, you're never gonna grow. You never know when is gonna come the right person to your business to keep up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And you only need 4 real people that run with you as fast as you're running. The rest can be slow if they want to, but you only need 4 runners to run with you and get to A16. So never give up, never.
Thank you so much, Lulu. David, thank you for sharing. Mahalo, and Claudia, thanks for translating and for messaging me, because that is a great way to end this call. Susanna and all those that had a help in believing in Lulu, and Lulu in believing in herself that she can do it. Takes, and I go back to the word, takes discipline, and the success that you are having and that you will have is amazing. So thank you so much for sharing. Love ending on a high note like that. Going into this long weekend as we spend time with our families and our friends, our loved ones, and all those that we get in contact with. Let's be thankful for what we have, the health that we have, the wonderful company that we are a part of, the products that lend to us living a healthy lifestyle as well as a fun, active lifestyle as well. So thank you, David, for being the CEO of this company, for the vision that you and Ryan and the rest of the team have in providing for us. And we look forward to seeing everyone next week again on our call Wednesday. And with that, I think we